Okay guys, it's been a while, so I'm going to do something I haven't done before and show a couple of side dishes. So today we're going to make crispy roast potatoes and spicy roast carrots. Now, to start, just wash your carrots and potatoes. You can peel them if you like, but I think they turn out better if you don't, and I'm lazy, so whatever. I like to use russet potatoes for this. Their high starch content lets them get really crispy. So you can preheat the oven. First thing you should do is preheat your oven to about 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And it takes a long time, so you should do that first. And we're going to cut the carrots into sticks. Rule of thumb is cut it as big as you can comfortably eat in one bite. Nobody wants to be chomping at huge pieces of carrot. So if you have really small carrots, you may not even need to slice them, but your normal grocery store carrots should be about this big. And the potatoes, we're going to cut into about 3 or 4 centimeter chunks. Again, we don't want them too small that they're unmanageable, but you don't want huge chunks of potato either. Now we're going to cook at a very high temperature to make the outsides crispy, but to make sure the inside gets cooked all the way through, we're going to boil them first. Now, the trick with boiling potatoes, especially starchy ones like russets, is adding vinegar to the water. This lowers the pH and will act to strengthen the cell walls of the potato and keep from falling apart under the heat. A little bit of salt for flavor, and we'll do the same thing with the carrots except without the vinegar. And we just want to simmer for a few minutes. The carrots will go first. Potatoes take a while. We're going to test by poking them with something. And just drain. So the carrots should be pretty soft, but still rigid. They shouldn't be floppy. And we're going to mix some sesame oil in with the carrots. And to make them spicy, we're going to add something called gochujang, which I clearly didn't say properly, but it's basically the Korean equivalent of doenjang. It's a spicy red pepper paste. And we're just going to mix about a tablespoon or so in with there. And this stuff's really spicy, so maybe a little bit less if you don't like that. And then just like to sprinkle with some Spanish paprika. And we're just going to stir that up to make sure the carrots are all nicely coated. So the reason we're parboiling the potatoes and carrots is just because if you do it all in the oven, it's impossible to make it crispy without completely obliterating the inside. So you need to basically partially cook it first. And we'll just spread the carrots out once they're all nicely mixed onto a pan. That should be about time for our potatoes. So these shouldn't be completely soft, like they should have a little bit of bite to them still, because the oven will take care of the rest. And you can do this with olive oil, but to make it really tasty, you want some animal fat in there. Here I've got some bacon grease. Duck fat is great. If you got the fat from a roast chicken, excellent. And I think potatoes are pretty good on their own flavor-wise, so just give it a little bit of salt and pepper. And just like the carrots, we want to basically uniformly coat everything with oil and our spices. And so you see the edges of the potatoes will sort of break apart a little bit, but this just gives the extra surface area to make it really crispy. So you can see everything sort of mixed together, and you can see the outside of the potatoes falling apart a little bit, which is just how we want it. And we'll spread that out in our pan as well. And then the whole thing goes into our oven, which I hope is preheated by then. Give it about 20 minutes or so. And then after 20 minutes, you just want to flip everything over. You can see the potatoes are starting to brown. And then back into the oven. Now, how long exactly you want to do this depends on how brown you want them. I did about 40 minutes. which makes them look something like this. If you like them brown further, the carrots you probably don't want to go much further than this. The potatoes, if you like them really browned and crispy, you can give them another 15 minutes or so. But these are delicious just like this. So this two-step cooking process basically lets us avoid the usual leathery skin that you get on roast vegetables. And it's nice and easy to do. And make sure you cook extras because they will disappear. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.